What's up, guys? This is Colin, future RN, with a too long of a pause in between videos. I am very sorry, but it has been a very crazy last couple of months. I am in my office right now. Tons to catch up on. But first and foremost, I am done with semester 1 of nursing school. I have my stuff hanging up now until the beginning of next semester. We have summer break. Man, what a crazy ride it was. Midway in the semester, we had COVID obviously come up. And just to be sensitive to that, I know that there's been families and people that have been affected spiritually, financially, physically. So I am thankful for the measures that have been taken. But nonetheless, it was unexpected in the program, which is a large part of even nursing, really. We are to be able to be as prepared as possible and respond to situations that may be unprecedented in some kind of way. So I'm thankful to be able to kind of be tested in that manner already. Right now I am also installing Catalina on my MacBook. It's summertime. Just reflecting back on semester 1, I did okay. As far as even just grades go, our program gives satisfactory or unsatisfactory for clinicals and for skills. Clinicals obviously being, we only had one rotation. We had 2 rotations technically, but 1 in the hospital. And I was able to get satisfactory for both of those, and then I passed all my skills as well. I mean, I think we learned like something crazy this semester. I mean, I think it was like 50 or more skills total over the course of those few months, semester 1. And then as well, I obviously had like lecture, our theory class on concepts, different concepts. And I was 1 point away from getting an A. In my younger years, I might have been super disappointed, but I knew the work that got put in there and into the program, into that class. And I was thankful because I knew I worked as hard as I could. My wife giving me an opportunity to be able to be cooped up in this office for hours upon hours, trying to study, do the best I can to understand this material. And so I ended up like with an 89 or something like that, and an A was, or like I got like an 88.5, and I think an A was like an 89.5 or a 90. So I was very close. I bombed the final, which is what brought me down. But nonetheless, we were able to finish everything. Everything was satisfactory and suffice. I learned a ton of information. If you're watching this for tips of any kind, some of the things that I really wish I would have probably honed in a little bit more specifically before I got into the program in order just to prepare myself better was obviously like a lot of the similar videos for tips is anatomy and physiology. That came up a little bit more than I anticipated. 1 and 2. Both of them being able to understand those structures. Nursing kind of just jumps right into those concepts. For example, like sexuality or reproduction or nutrition and how it digests. A lot of those things you will go over most likely semester 1. And, they just kind of jump in assuming you remember and know all the physiological responses and the ranges per se and the way the body, works the way it does with whatever, concepts that they're speaking of. So you do have to be pretty up to date on that information. I was just thankful to have a program where the professors, did the best they could and did a great job with just being able to teach us and use real life experiences to help us learn. So I was super thankful. I think the biggest thing that we learned this semester as well has just been understanding preventative measures, primary and secondary preventative measures, in regards to any and all really diseases or illnesses, and then just being able to also just learn about all the different concepts all the way from learning how to be able to be what a novice nurse is until, and also with, all the way to understanding, everything to do with the body, how it reacts to certain things. I was also in pharmacology, so I learned about medications and adverse effects and pharmacological responses to all the medications, and so I ended up getting an A in that class as well, which was great. That was a lot of memorization and a lot of work as well. So I do not have pharmacology semester 2. I just have clinical skills in our second semester of theory concepts and courses. We will be in our med surg book in semester 2, so looking forward to that. So this summer, man, it's already been a couple of weeks after school has been over for semester 1, and so I am actually working at a physiotherapy clinic right now, part-time, roughly around 10 to 15 hours a week. Still, COVID is in the preventive measures from where I'm at in South Florida. Palm Beach County, Dade County, those boundaries that are set are pretty firm still for the most part when this video is being uploaded. So we are trying to figure out when those things will be lifted so that more clients can come in. But I am a strength and conditioning coach there. Sometimes taking athletes who are post rehab or even just general fitness. So I've really enjoyed it. I also just got hired. And I'm starting something called OutSchool. Scratch that. OutSchool. Sorry, that's Microsoft. So OutSchool is a really cool program where you can teach online. Very similar to a lot of the ones that you guys are probably familiar with, like VIP Kids, etc. OutSchool actually is where it's more North American, Western based, so the time frames are a lot better with VIP Kids. If I'm using that as a platform to compare it to, you have to obviously work around 12 hours behind, so or a 12-hour difference. I'm not sure if it's behind or not. So the hours can be very challenging there, because here you have to get up maybe 5, 6, 7 a.m. and teach classes. Without school, it's a little bit more regular hours, and you teach whatever topic you want. So I'm going to actually do another video on that because I want to do a review of it. It's been cool to jump into it, but I'm doing that along with the physiotherapy clinic, trying to figure out if I can get a nurse externship somewhere or be a nurse extern in a local hospital after semester 1 experience. I have all the capabilities of what a CNA probably can do, and maybe even a little more. And so I have been super, ecstatic about the potentials of that. But here's kind of a setup for OutSchool. We have some maps, some letters. We have my whiteboard. The age in my books as well that I'll be using. The age ranges that I really want to teach at probably about 15 to 18. I want to kind of, my goal is the reason why I got hired was to teach basic anatomy, basic physiology, even nutrition, and also some nursing stuff as well. And the cool thing about OutSchool is you can teach really whatever topic or subject you want. So as long as it gets approved by the board of teachers and employees within the program, you are able to teach it. So I'll be doing that. I've also been able to, just from a personal standpoint, increase my running. My wife and I call it 2 Mile Tuesdays, but we try to do a couple miles now each time we run. The last Tuesday and Thursdays, the Tuesday and Thursday for the past few weeks, we've been trying to run a couple miles each of those days, and so that has been consistent and great, and I've enjoyed that. Also trying to train myself with some weights once a week, and then I've also actually, which has really been fun, I've picked up Jiu Jitsu. So we have a friend through our church who has been himself participating in Jiu Jitsu and also teaching it for years. And so myself and a few other guys are getting together on Saturdays, and we have a mat and we wrestle each other. So it looks something I'm learning still, but it's like, you have a person and then you and get them in a chokehold until they say, mommy or whatever. What is it? Something like that. So it's been fun. I'm a big softie, so being able to be throwing around is good for me. So it's been super fun this summer already. Just being able to kind of slow down a little bit, get into the swing of summer. I'm looking to hopefully help out around the house as much as I can for my wife as she continues to work, and also continue some of these jobs I have, as well as some of the training that I'm doing just for me personally with working out in jiu-jitsu. So super excited about semester 2. Thank you guys for checking this out. I'm hoping to vlog a little bit as well this summer throughout a day, maybe like a work day or something like that. And look forward to being able to have you guys along for that journey as well. So leave any comments if you guys have any questions in regards to semester 1. I wasn't super thorough there, but I'm super excited to be able to be done. A lot of my friends and I that are in the program were able to get a lot of our classes for semester 2 together, which has been great. And so, yeah, and so also something I've been able to do is read more as well, just a side note. So I've been able to read a lot more. I'm a Christian, so I've been able to spend a lot more time in the Bible, which I've been super thankful for. And also books like this, and Clark Saunders' book that we're going to be diving into this summer to start practicing, as well as just some other personal books that I've been reading. So reading's been great, and as soon as the beaches open back up, which I think they are about to now, my wife and I hope to spend some time there as well. We miss it. So thank you guys for checking this out. Sorry for a long wait. Be sure to look out for the video on OutSchool, and I thank you guys for the support, especially the 10 followers I have. We're hoping to grow this thing, baby. Thanks again.